What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, if you are a big fan of Game of Thrones and you liked episode 5 and you've been enjoying this season of Game of Thrones, I advise you not to watch this video. I'm not trying to circumvent dislikes. It's just that it's no point in you wasting your time because obviously rant isn't the title of this video. I don't fucking like this episode. I'm going to bitch a lot about this season, so no point in you wasting your time on a video you probably don't want to see. Alright, so leave your dislike, click off the goddamn video, let's get into it. We starting with episode 5, and I'm not even going to have any cuts or anything in this video. I'm going to try to make it as real as possible, alright? No takes. So we have the mother of dragons, Daenerys. And in this episode, she murks Cersei. She murders Cersei. Well, not literally murder. We'll talk about that stupid shit later. But the Golden Company, Golden Army, nothing. Iron Fleet, nothing. Lannister Army, nothing. She completely decimated them with their dragons. As it should be. I know some people were disappointed, like, the Iron Fleet didn't do anything, the Golden Company didn't do anything, but honestly, when you have a dragon versus everything I just said, of course they mean nothing. That's what was supposed to happen, alright? So, I kind of get it that they were hyped up and shit, but dragons should always be overwhelming. The fact that Euron even took out one last episode was like, what the fuck? But, she murked Cersei. Tyrion tells her, and I'm going out of order, but just bear with me. Tyrion tells her, if you hear the bells, that means surrender, that means stop. After murking Cersei's army to the point where they can't fight back, to the point where everybody dropped their weapons, it was over. Game, set, and match. Daenerys literally sits there on Drogo, and she hears the bells, and it starts attacking innocents. Attacking the whole city where her own army is fighting. So you aren't just attacking the enemy, you're attacking your own people. Arya got caught up in that shit. It's not like she was just targeting the people in King's Landing. She was killing her own people. For what? The war was won. The battle was over. Like, is Daenerys like some sleeper agent who got triggered, ironically, by the bells? Because she heard the bells, sat there for a good minute, said, let me kill all these niggas. Like, fuck it. Why not, nigga? Try to get my kill count up. What was the point? And I know people are going to say, they tried to do the Mad Queen shit. Alright? And that's fair. That's fair. Listen, I'm not mad at the destination of Dany's character. That's something that we all expected. That was something that was already foreshadowed with her Targaryen blood. We understand that this is not a surprise that Dany was going to become this. It's just that the process in which it happened, the execution of it, wasn't up to par. Just 2 episodes ago, if you would have said Dany would have done this, you would have been like, what? So basically, in 2 episodes, you turned Daenerys to someone who, yeah, she was cruel. Don't get me wrong. She was cruel when she needed to be. When she killed the Tarleys, when she killed Randall and Dickon, when she crucified the slave masters, when she executed Varys. In this episode, she's done a lot of cruel shit. But those are people who wronged her or they just weren't innocent. Alright? These are innocents that she killed. Niggas that had nothing to do with the war, really. They were just caught up in it. You can't... There's like a big gap in Dany's character, and we just jumped the void. The writer's just like, alright, we want her to be the Mad Queen, so fuck it, we'll do it right now. And it's also the timing of it as well, because like I said, she waited until they surrendered and then started going crazy. If she would have went crazy from the jump, that would have at least made more sense. Like, for example, if she would have went crazy when her dragon Rhaegal died, that would have made more sense because she's doing it out of anger. If she would have did it when Missandei died, that would have made more sense because she's doing it out of anger. But she somehow kept her emotions in check in both situations. Waited. Attacked everybody. Attacked the right people. She attacked the right people. She attacked the army. Nobody else. And she broke... she got rid of the ballistas so that nobody could shoot down the dragons. She did everything the right way. And then she sits there and it fucks everything up. Her dream is to sit on the Iron Throne. That has been her character for a long time. That's been her main motivation. And you completely fuck it up? Because she had already won. Again, she already won the battle. So, how does it benefit you for people to look at you like you're a crazy bitch? Not only the people in King's Landing, but your own army. Jon ain't gonna let this fly. Arya isn't gonna let this fly, and I feel like they set up Arya because Arya really had no point in being in this episode because she didn't do anything other than get other niggas killed. But I feel like she was only in this episode so that she can see the atrocities that happened because of Daenerys, and then she would have a motivation to kill her since she's seen it firsthand. That's why I feel like Arya was in the episode, which, whatever, man. You already let Arya kill the Night King. Fuck it. Let her kill everybody, nigga. Fuck it. But Dany was bitching in this episode about how the North loves Jon Snow. About how she gets no love in the North. So, you understand that the people are untrustworthy of foreigners. Yet, you go out of your way to make sure that they should not trust you. They probably weren't going to trust you in the first place, even if you would have stopped when you stopped. But at least you showing them the army mercy would have upped your reputation tremendously. But you said, fuck that. Let me kill every nigga in the city, break everything apart, everything I built up. It makes no fucking sense. I don't give a damn. Again, I get the whole Mad Queen shit. The destination isn't what I'm bitching about. It's the journey. It's how we got here. It honestly just... It should not have happened that way. So... And that's just only part of the shit I'm mad about. Alright? You had Jaime. What the fuck was the point of him going to King's Landing? What exactly did he do? He came there, got faded by Euron, which that was a pointless fight. Why the fuck did Euron fight Jaime? The Iron Fleet got destroyed. Danny fucked his ass up. He washed up. Started fighting Jamie and said, I'm going to take your head and present it to Cersei. What? I'm going to take your head and present it to Cersei? Nigga, Cersei is obviously losing. She's losing the war. So how the fuck would it benefit you to kill Jamie and go back to King's Landing where that shit is literally on fire? How would that benefit you? That doesn't make any fucking sense. They just wanted Jamie to go out in a cool way, but it wasn't all that cool. It was just because I'm thinking to myself, why are you fighting? You should be getting the hell out of here. Yeah, that would have been anticlimactic, but it would have made sense. You know, I feel like they just do. I feel like this show is just doing shit to look cool. Like when the Dothraki charged in episode 3 and all the lights flickered out, that looked cool. But did it make any fucking sense? No. I feel like the show is either doing shit to look cool or to quote unquote subvert our expectations. Like Arya killing the Night King, even though narratively it doesn't make sense when Arya has no connection to the Night King. At some point you gotta say, alright, yeah, this may be obvious, but it makes sense. What's the point of subverting our expectations if we look at it and we're thinking, how the hell did this happen? Or why the hell did this happen? Because from a storytelling standpoint, it doesn't make sense. But that's what the show has become. I'm not a book reader, all right? I didn't even clarify that. I'm not a book reader. So you're not getting a book reader's perspective. You're not getting the viewpoint of somebody who thinks, oh, because it's different from the books, I gotta hate it. No, I've only watched the TV show. There was some things that aren't in the books because I know after season 4, it's been like TV original shit. There's been some stuff that the books apparently don't have that I like. I like the Hard Home episode. I like the Battle of the Bastards. I actually really like season 6. And apparently that's not in the books. So don't think that I'm hating simply because it's not in the books. I'm hating because this shit makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense, my nigga. The Clegane Bowl was cool. The Hound versus the Mountain. It was fan service. Don't get me wrong, because like they kept the Mountain and the Hound alive simply for this moment, really. But it was a nice fight. It was a nice fight, and I'll admit, I was expecting it to happen, but I wasn't excited for it to happen before it happened. But once I was actually seeing it, I was like, this is fucking cool. Just the way that the Hound was stabbing the Mountain was just eating that shit like, ugh. Like, nigga, you gave me a snack. Like, no. That shit was actually epic. It was a brawl. That was nice. That's something I want to look forward to watching over again once the show ends. But, you know. Also, the Tyrion and Jaime moment, that was also really well done, because Jaime has always been like the one Lannister to actually not view Tyrion as a monster, as he said in this episode. And I'm really glad that they had that final moment. But I just don't understand why Jaime went to King's Landing. He didn't do anything. He escorted Cersei to safety. Not really. Of course, he didn't know the path was going to be blocked, but they just died some Romeo and Juliet's death. Like, honestly, and Cersei dying that way for her to not face Dany or Jon Snow or anybody for that matter, she just died in a cave and then, like, nobody's probably going to know. Like, really. That's how we ended Cersei. As a reminder, you killed the Night King in episode 3. So Cersei was the final threat. I guess Dany is the final threat now. But you replace the Night King for Cersei, and then you have her die like that, where she doesn't even face off against anybody. And I just mean, like, she's not in the view of anybody. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And it's just a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit. Arya walking around, and I know Arya is a fan favorite. She was also one of my favorite characters. Keyword was, but I don't like how they've been using her. In this episode, she should have died plenty of times, but she didn't because the show really loves Arya, and she might be the one to kill Dany. Whatever. I don't care at this point. Like, honestly, I'm not even angry. I'm just mad disappointed. And it's been this whole season. It's not just this episode. It's been this whole season. Like I said, Arya killing the Night King, that was when at that moment, that's when I really started to look at the season like, what the fuck is going on? And in that episode, we killed like 8 characters that we knew of. We killed Ed. We killed Lady Mormont. We killed Jorah, which I get, he's like one important character. We killed Theon. I'm drawing a blank on who else we killed, honestly. We killed characters in that episode, but there's nobody really who we can say is like super important. And that was my problem with episode 3. But fuck it, right? Fuck it. Fuck it. This, I don't know. It's one more episode left, so I don't know how this is going to end. I feel like Dany is going to have to die because look at what she did in this episode. She has to be killed. If she isn't killed, then I don't know. You know, it doesn't matter. Maybe the show will subvert our expectations and have Dany kill everybody else, and and then we'll just end the show like that. I don't fucking know. All I can really say is that I've been thoroughly disappointed with this season of Game of Thrones. And I was excited before the season. You can check the community tab. When the first episode was about to drop, I was super excited for Game of Thrones. First episode dropped, it was a slow episode. But I was like, okay, I kind of get it. First episode, it's fine. Even though it was only 6 episodes. I was like, it's fine. Second episode was better than the first, but it was still slow and nothing really happened. I was like, all right, let's get to the action. Then we got episode 3, the most hyped up episode of this season. It was cool to look at, but a lot of shit didn't make any sense. Like I said, the Dothraki charging the undead for no fucking reason. That did not make sense, nigga. Arya killing the Night King. Jon bobbing and weaving a fucking dragon. Bronn not doing shit. Bronn warging into a raven for no fucking reason. This is a nigga who can go to the past and alter the future a little bit, but he's just sitting in the chair. Not doing shit. With his eyes rolled back. Theon charging the Night King for no reason. Then we had episode 4. And the episode was whatever. The episode was whatever. Missandei died at the end. You know. Yeah, for me, that was kind of hype because it was like the shot heard round the world. That let you know that things were going to be set off in episode 5. But I thought episode 5 was going to start off, we fighting, we fading. But we had like a little break or whatever, and you know, I'm mad, bro. I'm mad. I don't really have much else to say. I'm just happy that it's going to end because it's been a waste of my time. I've been getting the free trial for HBO this whole season. I'll be happy when NetSuite is my last time doing that because it's a waste of my time. I'm so glad I watched the Raptors and the 76ers play rather than watch the episode as soon as it was airing, because that 76ers and Raptors game, that was it. That's what I wanted to see. This Game of Thrones episode, fuck no. I'm good, man. I'm good. But guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll catch y'all later, man. Satsuki the Savage out.